This is the instructional video for the CE8 Maximus from www.cybersig.co.uk. In this video we will look at how to take this tank apart, how to put it back together, how to change the heads, and any general maintenance and care that needs to be done to keep this vaping at its maximum. Now this device has a removable drip tip, so we can obviously take out and clean from here and pop that there. Now of course, to get into this, when you get your one brand new, it is probably a good idea to actually go through this process anyway while it's all clean and dry, just to give you an idea of what comes off, how it all feels, and just makes life a little bit easier. Obviously mine has been used, so this has actually got some e-juice on it. But as you can see, the top comes off, the cover just slides off and it reveals the plastic casing here. You can undo this, again being very careful. You don't need to use excess pressure here. You can just take off just like that. Now this will expose the head. As you can see, the head here has a few wicks hanging off of it, and again I have got a little bit of e-juice. By the way, if you have sensitive skin, make sure you're wearing gloves, but because I'm quite used to e-juice, it doesn't really affect me, and for some people it might work that way, for some it might not. But now to remove the head, just grasp here carefully, gently squeeze and turn like so, and you will find that this will come off. Now if you notice this head bit here actually starts to slide off and come off, don't worry, it can come off, it won't cause any problems. But now just continue to undo, and I tend to find it easier to hold the head and actually unscrew it from the base like so. Now once the actual head is off, this can now be replaced. I'm actually going to just take it off and do it, and you can see we have the actual stem of the device. Now in cleaning, probably just an idea just to wipe this over. If you do clean it in water and try to flush it out, you're going to have to let this dry overnight. Wouldn't recommend it, but if you're desperate you can get away and do that, but the inside actually has to be really nice and dry. Now of course, if your top bit has come off, we can just put this back on very simply, just by gently pushing there, and just making sure that it's snug on. Now of course, when you get your new head, of course you would bin this one and then take your new one. Now let's just give this a quick clean. Again, using our friend the paper towel. Probably the best way of cleaning these base units is just to use paper towel, and then that keeps our hands clean. So there we go, now we know how to do it. So let's just pretend that this is obviously a brand new head. Again, grasp between the two bits here, just gently, when screwing these on, just be very light, let the threads naturally find their position and they will screw on. And you will notice there's like a little grommet here as well. So just screw this on very carefully. You don't need to wrench this on, you just really need it to tweak on until, again, if this comes off, don't worry, just push it back on. But there you go, that's finger tight now, and we're all done. So that's quite easy. Now of course, if the wicks are brand new, they'll be quite fluffy and white, so in order to get the back on without trapping the wicks, make sure you've got your orientation here with the scale, and then just gently do like I call the wiggle, and that will help push the threads back into that little sort of base part. Gently just screw up like so. Again, finger tight, it has got seals in there. And now we can actually put this back on and fill it. And again, filling this is nice and easy. Because of the spacing here, you can use a normal bottle, or for my preference I like to use the standard CyberSig juice bottle. Again, remember this is not child friendly, so keep out of reach. And just drop it down in here, gently squeeze, and then we can fill it up to the point there. And I've just actually run out of juice, so that will do for the moment. But you can fill it up to about just here, and then you'll be done. Take your lid, just gently again let the threads find themselves, don't force anything, just be gentle, gently screw up, and then tighten until finger tight. There we go, and then of course replace your drip tip, and that's all good to go. Now this, as it could be a brand new head, I would give this a bit of time to soak, perhaps do a few dry toots on it, just to take it to your mouth and just go, then put it back down. Give it about 10-15 minutes, and then that will be nice and wet and ready to vape. So there you go, the CE8 Maximus, the tank from www.cybersigs.co.uk.